Welcome aboard, it's Captain G. So we are pretty far along now. We're in turn 3 of Global War 85's V2 playtest. So as I told you, our 2 random events. One is very, very active, the Red Caribbean. The PRF have spread well into South America, covering many, many different pieces of Central America. You can see this here. This predator, though, has not been active because there's been no combat. The U.S. has aligned Venezuela with a successful counterinsurgency, but they failed in all these roles, unfortunately. They were able to align Brazil because Brazil is threatened by the presence of the PRF, and they aligned to the U.S. So that just happened with a very successful diplomacy role for the Freedom Forces of America. Over here, this random event, after the initial mandatory border attack, Libya and the communists have just been building up. So the predator has been hungry and not really killing anybody or anything. In Europe, Yugoslavia has fallen. Warsaw Pact moved everything in, and then they moved everything out, half of it going into Hungary and Romania, the other half going into Austria, taking that, and then staying in Europe. The Soviets just launched a massive naval and airborne and a marine amphibious assault into Svealand. They sunk the Swedish destroyer, but since the naval units don't go away now in version 2, the 2 subs went on silent running, lived to fight another day. The Swedish fighter, overwhelmed by the Soviet Air Force, scrambled into Gotland, where it made the difference. The Soviet early gens and airborne were wiped out by the Gotland defenders and the Swedish fighter. So it's a Pyrrhic victory, but these guys are poised to finish them off. They do not align with NATO because NATO and the Warsaw Pact are not yet at war, but I can send military aid if they're still alive. They are within range, 1, 2, 3, of these Warsaw Pact airborne. So we'll see what is going on. So a lot is happening. Diplomacy is really being active. I think I mentioned that Hambone aligned Saudi Arabia, but Ozark Outpost aligned both Iraq, or not aligned, but successfully defended with Iraq. And I thought with India as well, but I'll have to double check with him after. So war has not broke out officially between NATO and Warsaw Pact, but Warsaw Pact is quickly running out of places to invade that didn't start out Warsaw Pact or NATO. This is Captain G, over and out.